Hmm? Oh, hello there. Actually, this is perfect timing. I could really use your help with something. In a world far from our own, stands tall the kingdom of Ribatoa. Once renowned for its advancements as a nation, has now been forced to its knees by a villainous fiend, Lord Todiv. A tyrant fixated in making people of Ribatoa suffer for his own gain, has usurped the throne from its rightful heir, and set out an extensive and seemingly unstoppable propaganda machine to sow chaos and confusion in the people. And amidst this chaos, he will portray himself as their only hope for prosperity. As I expect you to already know, every world demands a protagonist. However, for this world in particular, it is a severe lack of a protagonist. And because of this, the people of Ribatoa are destined to suffer indefinitely. Let's put a stop to that, shall we? So, this world needs a protagonist from us. So first things first, we must decide the race of our protagonist. The prosperous nation of Ribatoa has no humans, so that's out of the picture. Instead, this world is well acquainted with anthropomorphic characters with animals or even plants and fungi, as we can see from the bartender, from the popular pub, the King's Blind Spot, or KB for short. Lord Todiv's weapon in this world is his immovable propaganda machine, so a protagonist must pursue truth with an unstoppable rigor. To get this level of favor, we need a species that is known for its curiosity and lack of sympathy, to what may stand in its path. What better for that than the common house cat? To really highlight the need for truth, we shall make the protagonist a journalist who treats the four pillars of journalism as though they were gospel. Oh, we could also make them despise video games, or love lasagna, or I'm getting carried away. Before we do anything else, we should figure out the name, race, and pronouns of our feline companion. So I'm here on a random ethnicity generator, and as dictated by it, our feline companion shall be from the Bullet Island. Okay, cool. And their pronouns shall be he, they. So it turns out no one lives on the Bullet Island. So we're gonna try this one more time and generate. Okay, Peruvian. Perfect. We'll see you in a bit. For our Peruvian kitty's name, I like to go through a bit of a different process rather than just relying on pure randomness. So as you can see here, I have a compiled list of a bunch of different Peruvian names. And I'm going to go through and pick a couple of names that I find interesting, and then I'm going to search up books, movies, shows, and see if any of the names match the kind of protagonist that we're looking for. I'll see you in a bit. So I have here the name we've chosen, which is Maria Ressa Villalpando. I probably butchered that name. It is inspired from one of the names we picked, and also from this person right here, who is incredible. This is Maria Ressa. She is a Filipino and American journalist and the co-founder and CEO of Rappler. She has won many awards, including a Nobel Peace Prize, and was a journalist for about 2 decades of her life, I think. Done a lot of stuff, including stuff with the UN Internet Governance Forum, which is really incredible. So I obviously can't fit all of what she did in this video, but this is the person who has inspired the name, so I took the last part here from the random name generator part. So I'm gonna start compiling a bunch of reference images, and I'll see you in a bit. Again. Right, welcome back. So I did a little bit of research, and I have here some clothes, some Peruvian style clothing. Some of the clothes that I like a lot. It's gonna be like a guide or a mood board for Maria. I have here this thing which I like quite a bit. I think it is a ruana or a poncho. I think it's a ruana if I'm not mistaken. And I have some of these bags. I forgot some of the names of some of this stuff. If you do know the names, then please do tell me. I have this little belt thingy that's going to be from Maria, because I thought it could be nice on his waist and stuff. And then down here, I have some cats that I found in Peru. and I thought these were like really beautiful. I really like the patterns, especially on this one in particular. Originally, I had thought about making them all orange like this and stuff like that, but it does make it a little bit busy because if you can see here, all the Peruvian style clothing is all really colorful and there's a lot of really brilliant patterns and such. It would feel a little bit busy with all the colors and patterns. So in an attempt to try and gain more color harmony and balance, I think I'm going to end up making Maria's for black and white and gray, probably, cat, but still using the same patterns as cats found in Peru. The reason I chose to decide to make it black and white is because if you don't know, adding grays does add color harmony in your artwork. So if you're trying to figure out a way on how to make your colors not look like they clash as much, try adding more grayish versions of those colors. A really good analogy, actually, that was done by a Falvian artist called Scott Naismith, is that color balance and color harmony is kind of like balancing a disc on a pivot, and while adding force to the disc. And basically, your piece will be more harmonious if the disc is more stable and is less likely to tip over. So a really good way to add harmony without fear of tipping over your color scale thing is by adding grays, because
Grays
kind of act as if like adding force to your disc, but closer to the pivot. Probably no. So by making Maria black and gray, I think it'll achieve more color harmony, whilst also still making the Peruvian style clothing pop and still look beautiful, and we're gonna be able to show off all the fantastic patterns and colors that we have all over here. Yeah, that's about all I wanted to show you all. So now I'm gonna do the last cutaway. I'm gonna go into a time lapse where I'm going to be working on it, and I'm telling you what I was thinking as I was doing it, and what you like and what I like and stuff like that.
So when I was thinking up the design for Maria, I know I wanted to add the Rwana to their outfit, as well as the wool hat, the bag, and the chimpi, which is the waist belt that you will see here, into the design. I really like the idea of a flowy costume, as you see with the Polera inspired skirt, but I don't have it quite as long because I wanted to show off more fur. The hat, I wanted to keep the super colorfulness I could see with the other hats. I have the 2 eye holes, which you'll see in a bit, which sort of act as like Maria's ninja mode, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really make sense because of how colorful it is, but I thought the idea was so cute, so I kept it anyway. Maybe it isn't too big of a deal, since maybe the other cat species might wear the same type of hats. But anyway, that's the design. You see over to the right here, I added a couple of little faces to show more expressive versions of Maria. A little version of Maria in her ninja mode. But yeah, this is basically the character sheet, I guess. I have some little notes up in here in the top right corner if you want to read any of them. But yeah, that's Maria Reza Villalpando. And here is the final character sheet for Maria Reza Villalpando. Thank you so much for being here. The 3 of you who've watched my other videos may have noticed I have a VTuber now and made it all by myself. I'm sorry, this video is already way too long. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My commissions are in the description, and I'll see you next week.